He tapped his glass for silence. A quick announcement. We're moving away from myths and into profitability. He never even looked at me during the $400 million deal call. The buyer asked why my ownership ledger. Our CEO's confident smile held for a second, then faltered, then completely disappeared. He tapped his glass twice, crisp and rehearsed, and the room went quiet like a courtroom after a guilty verdict. The steak hadn't even cooled, and already the self-congratulations had begun. A quick announcement, he said, his voice all bourbon smooth and backslap charm. Tonight marks a turning point. We're moving away from myths and into profitability. Laughter to applause. Forks clinking against wine glasses in some startup version of The Last Supper. Never even looked at me. I sat down at the far end of the table. Same linen napkin, same overpriced wine, but you'd think I was the intern sneaking leftovers. No name card, no introduction, just a nod from the event planner who mistook me for someone's plus one. And I'm not exaggerating when I say, the thing they were celebrating, that product, the architecture, the scale logic, the code scaffolding, zero downtime migration protocol, they'd all but turned into a tagline. I built that. Every damn line. From the first whiteboard scribble in an unheated co-working space to the demo that landed us Series B, it was my fingerprints buried in the base of everything. And now I was sitting there, chewing dry steak while they toasted away from myths like I was a ghost story. The CDO, Derek, who couldn't debug a login loop without Googling it first, 5 chairs down grinning like he just solved cancer. He winked at me once, in that smug we know the truth way, and I almost stood up right there and flipped the table. But I didn't. I smiled. I clapped. I took another sip of the shitty red blend some junior associate picked because the label had a falcon on it, and I watched them toast to the future they thought they built. My phone buzzed. Group Slack ping. #exec picks great angle of the founders. Founders. There it was. He cropped just out of frame, like a bad memory they couldn't delete, only edge out with filters and big checks. I went outside to smoke. I don't even smoke, but I needed the air. Standing there under those stupid string lights they always hang at these things to make the moment feel intimate, I caught my reflection in the tinted window. My eyes looked wrong. Not sad. Not angry. Just gone. 6 years of skipped birthdays, 3 a.m. fire drills, missed funerals, dress ulcers. I once coded an emergency patch from the ER, while my Roman 4 beeped like a metronome for madness. And for what? So Greg and partnerships can wear Yeezys and say we're a product-led org without choking on the irony. I don't remember walking back inside. I just remember the sound of the CEO laughing too hard, like someone who knew he'd already gotten away with something. The board member beside him asked something. I didn't catch what, but I did catch the reply. Yeah, that whole early team was scrappy. Good instincts, but it's time for professionals now.